Hello and welcome back to episode 38 of The Outer Worlds. I'm Vic, and you're watching yet another Let's Play channel. And for once I think I managed to get a decent idle cam through the whole intro. Is that a good thing? Should I care? I don't know. Where'd that guy go? Did he take down that mechanical? It's kind of funny that the problem with the energy weapons is the propagation delay. Their projectiles are way slower than those silly kinetic weapons that seem to mostly be hit scan, if not entirely be hit scan. There are some more guys over there. There's some kind of bug.
Behold Rizzo's all-natural orchards, trademark. Unlike our competitors, who think they can do better than nature, we let nature take its course, only better. Instead of the lowly honeybee, at Rizzo's we have crossbred wasps and mosquitoes to create the all-natural Wasquito, copyright. With their elongated proboscises and stingers, these hardy insects are capable of both pollinating our lovely fragrant fruit flowers, while at the same time defending them from any and all pests that might harm them in any way. It's an all-natural solution to an all-natural problem, and it's all Rizzo's. Do not pick any fruit in the orchards. Should you encounter a swarm of Wasquitos on your trip through the orchards, please refrain from defending yourself. Wasquitos are expensive to breed and maintain, and any damage to the swarms will be billed directly to you, or to your next of kin as appropriate. If you are caught outside during a pollinization cycle, Rizzo's recommends entering the fetal position and or feigning death. Speaking of death, Rizzo's also recommends avoiding the electric containment field surrounding the hive. Wasquitos are averse to the charge and will not come near the field, but most humans cannot sense changes in air current. Rizzo's assumes no responsibility for any visitor electrocutions.
Alright then. Not that any of that matters to me. I don't see any Wasquitos around here. What an obnoxious name. Let's name our product something that nobody can pronounce.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Was somebody here on a cute little date with their estranged but virile ex? That's a lot of liquor. RR and DD access card. This is a key card for Rizzo's Research and Development District Labs. If you are reading this warning anywhere other than RR and DD Labs, please return it to the RR and DD Labs for an only moderate extreme pay deduction and a mild reduction of working fingers. I'll tell you what I'm not going to do. Broken stick. Analyze. Yeah, the shaft of the stick is bent and cracked, exceeding toss ball regulation requirements. The end of the stick is matted with
Bits of wicker detected, embedded within the chunks of dark matter. Wicker is not a known ingredient of the dark matter product.
Examine the end of the stick. Completely obliterate a picnic basket. Maybe it's some kind of upper-class mating ritual. I don't think so.
Whatever Ms. Ruth Bellamy must have relayed to the tossball hacker during their picnic together instigated a furious increase in his usual strength threshold by 52%.
Something went wrong here. I really hope it wasn't the food.
Well, it's not looking good for old Black Hole Birdie. I'll tell you that much.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Yeah, well, we got some friends nearby also, so we'll come back to the timeline discrepancy in just a moment. How dare you twitch out of the way? don't think you do. Do you think that poor girl at the desk is gonna wind up like this also? I thought maybe there was one more. Did they go down? I should find Parvati a better weapon. Not the one I've got, of course. That one's for me. Pile driver? Is that a special hammer? Is it weird that I think mock apples look more like pumpkins than they do like apples? Rum and something. I wonder if the something is neck parasites. Oh yeah, we got a timeline discrepancy we gotta deal with. Oh, look at that. We have several. Analyze.
These footprints match the shoes previously analyzed in the Grand Ballroom. There is a 110% chance with a 10% margin of error that they were left by Ruth Bellamy, the actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Examine the footprint depth. Spacing is short, imprint deep, as if determined. Helen was in a hurry? No, it doesn't say that Helen was in a hurry. You don't walk with a short step when you're in a hurry.
Anything interesting?
She thought she was being
You can tell
followed.
all that? Still, I wonder what she was doing out here.
Was she being followed by this sublight thug?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Analyze.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Okay. I'm betting that I know what we're going to find over here.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Inspector.
Cool.
You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
So she was killing robots her whole way over here.
Timeline discrepancy. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased. Timeline. Congratulations.
So I'm
Inspector.
thinking that
You've discovered more
by
footprints
doing my
belonging to the
exploring,
deceased.
I've
Timeline discrepancy
gotten a little out of
detected
order
nearby.
here.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
I don't know why we're getting all flickery here. I also don't know why I can't take a step up onto a tiny gap there.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
They're all over the place.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Yeah, it's just more
Congratulations,
steps.
Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Pneumatic piston. Give it to me.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
She came out of this place? What is this
Stand in
place?
awe before our huge Rizzo's Hothouse Conservatory trademark. This building hosts almost as many plant breeds as we have delicious products. Almost. Are you wondering about that omnipresent warm and fragrant mist? That's just our all-natural fertilizing spray, made of pureed Sissy Pig waste products. From nature, back to nature. Our spray is part of the cycle of life. Note, Rizzo's discourages inhalation of its safe and natural liquid fertilizer. In case of accidental inhalation, please record any unusual effects and give that record to the nearest Rizzo's employee as quickly as possible. Remember, you are part of the Rizzo's family. Be kind to your family.
Except the ones that are trying to explode in your face. Good thing nobody minds if I steal these goodies.
Hardline discrepancy detected nearby.
Hey, what are you doing in here? Are you authorized to be in the conservatory? Are you trying to give me a heart attack? Are you my ex-wife? No, she fell off the side of Eridanos under mysterious circumstances 6 years ago, conveniently rendering our marriage contract null. You must be the new, groundskeeper? That can't be it either, seeing how the new one hasn't died yet. Just who are you?
I like you. Yeah, who am I really?
Merciful law, that sounds like a lot of philosophism, which is highly outlawed throughout Halcyon. But I won't report you, considering how heavily armed you are. Bleeding hell. Standing up like this makes a body forget how stiff it gets, bent over plants all day. Oh, seems I'm not as young as I feel.
Did Halcyon Helen come through here?
Indeed. Tromped in and out of the conservatory with no heed for anyone else. Good thing none of my charges were damaged. Starlet or not, I would have had a harsh word for her. I heard she pushed her way into a tour of the RR&DD labs not soon after. She's just a serial actress. Yet she acts like she's deserved of the same access as a co-CEO. Well, she's not going anywhere ever again. Which is a shame, of course. Taken too soon and all.
You're a botanist, right?
I sit inside and I look at plants. Goal is usually to make Rizzo's fruit products hardier and sweeter, but for every success, there are a couple of hundred failures. Example, tried breeding native Tripicale with a foreign strain. Would have called it Hexticale. In the end, it bred so fast, workers were swallowed up before they could harvest it. That one, I think, can be attributed to the Waspitos. Some lament their irritability, but their productivity is unmatched. What's a few dead workers in the architect's designs?
I'll take your word for it.
You'd be the first to. Everyone else just says, I got bark instead of a heart. They just don't understand me, not like my plants do.
Okay, bye.
Before you go, a warning. If you hear a pollinization cycle announcement, I recommend you hide. Our Waspitos can be quite territorial.
I can be quite shooty. Alright, what are wasp things?
You mean you don't know? Why, they're only Rizzo's brilliant solution to the problem of pollinizing crops while simultaneously protecting its investments. They come through the orchards only during pollinization cycles, as dictated by our hive control operators, which means that visitors usually aren't on the receiving ends of their stingers.
But if something goes wrong in hive control...
Well, yes, if there's an equipment malfunction, the pollinization cycle will have to be manually shut down, which means traveling to hive control while the Waspitos swarm.
Great. Alright, I have a feeling... Yup, I'm gonna stop interacting with footprints for now. The vermin, too. The vermining. And... Oh, excuse me. Go rupture somewhere else, please. Drunk lobber. Orchards worker. Is that one not contaminated?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Beep, beep, beep. Yep, not doing it. But I will go ahead and deal with these fellers. No spitting. It's gross. Wow, that one's covered in ickies, isn't it? I just want to be your friend is pretty high up there on the upsetting death cries. Yeah, look at that. That's a problem. There's more Jacob Yarp. Oh, that one.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Beep, beep, beep. More footprints.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
So these footprints are just like taking me up straight through all of the effusive areas.
Timeline.
Such lovely weather calls for a harvest, I do believe.
Hey, buddy.
Well, sweet hello there, valued visitor. I am sure sorry to break it to you, but our orchards are closed to all officially guided tours at this precise moment in time.
Oh, my dear Law. Sir, I don't mean to be rude, but do you know what's going on with your face?
Why, thank you! Rizzo's encourages all workers to put on a happy face when engaging with valued customers. Rizzo's does beseech you to please purchase one of our self-guided options if you're wishing to join one of our rejuvenative, relaxing, reformatory tours. Now with a Puzzle Hedges trademark maze hunt and special edition taste testing for an extra 35 bits a ticket.
His pupils are square. You see that? Did Helen come through?
Ah, you mean that lovely actor who got herself dead? Damn shame what happened to her. She did come by, but not during any official tour time. I thought she'd hired a private tour at first, but it was Dr. Blossom who was showing her the way to the RR and DD labs. Can't imagine why she'd need to meet with our head researcher on the Spectrum product line outside of her lab hours. Unless, of course, it had to do with the new product unveiling.
Helen was the spokeswoman.
That's right. She was. She sure made for some lovely adverts. Maybe it might have involved an issue with the launch batch then? I can't rightly say. All I know is one of our certified tour guides could have given her a much more comprehensive tour of the grounds were that her interest.
Seen any murder weapons lying around?
Can't say that I have. We use bad batches of liquor for our pesticides. Only the exterminator mechanicals are armed around here. And I haven't seen any bloody objects aside from the usual pair of gardening shears. Unless, that is, Miss Helen was also stung to death by pollinization mosquitoes? She wasn't, was she? That would be a mighty wretched way to go.
I'm sure it would. I've heard enough.
I do hope this pleasant conversation has made me useful to you. Rizzo's likes it when we're useful to customers, and I like anything Rizzo's likes.
Are you okay?
Why, you say that as if it's a bad thing. I am quite overcome with happiness, indeed. You won't find a Rizzo's worker in all of Eridanos who isn't 100% thrilled in their day-to-day existence. It's part of our brand manifesto.
That's not creepy at all.
I am so glad you agree. At Rizzo's, we encourage our employees to view customers in the same way they would a board-approved social acquaintance. Which means it is my pleasure to spend time with you even when I am not being paid to do so. Isn't that nice? I certainly think so. And you know what never fails to bring a smile to my face? The breathtaking tours we offer throughout the orchards. Seasonally available for purchase in the Nut Hut.
Goodbye.
I can't stop you from poking around, but do be mindful of our pollinization hive. Mosquitoes tend towards aggressive at the best of times. There's a reason why we keep them behind an electric fence, you know.
Yeah, I've been there, and it was fine, except for the not fine parts. Oh, another dead one.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Let me guess. Yup. Okay, so we've followed her all the way back to the Nut Hut. Which means that now we can get back on track. Yeah, that's where I deviated. I wandered off into the boonies. Okay, so let's just sprint on back through the... Oh, you know what? I want to go rescue that guy that might not be parasitized. And then we can get back on track. Is he still over there? Looks like he's still over there. Yeah. And he's also not holding his head at the moment.
Here we go!
I like the way he held his hands up by his face as he died. That was kind of cute. Oh. Hey. No dodging. There's another one over there. Oh, he did it too. Okay, is it actually the last of them? It might be. There's a somebody over there. Nope, that's a pipe. It's a pipe. It's not a threat. Hello, possibly not infested person. Oh, there's two of them.
Administrator Ludovico can seem intimidating, but he's a decent fellow. I know he cares.
Also, you are infested, so... Great. Mr. N. Guys, I want the door to be closed so that I can steal more effectively. Having fought their way past the numerous bandit ambushes and hostile auto-mechanicals, Halcyon Helen and Olympus Opal had found themselves at the gates of the dissident hideout. "You're a fine partner, easily better than my last," said Helen, "but I dare say these fiends outrank your typical anti-establishment scum." Many of them were scientists before they deserted their corporations, whereupon they stole technology for their own nefarious purposes. I've seen their abominations, and they're more than a typical person can handle. You should return to your job and to the place where you're needed. Though I know my work was valuable, Opal said, I'm pleased that I was promoted to assist you in your quest to rid the galaxy of those who had threatened the colony's productivity. The two of us together will, I believe, be twice as effective in eliminating the enemies of the board. Helen did not respond, but instead bid her companion be silent, for she had seen that the gates to the dissident hideout were no longer shut. Someone or something had opened them. Well, I'm glad these folks are enjoying their corporate-approved propaganda, and, way to cut out the middleman, I like that. Back to the out-of-doors. I assume you're infested as well? You sure are. And, yeah, so this is a shipping and receiving dock. Convenient stacked boxes, so I can climb up into the truck. A lot of high-level locks here.
You got nimble fingers, Captain.
And this one has been available to me for a while. When I first could have gotten access to this, there's no way I would have had enough lockpicking to open that. Nothing up here? Cool. Glad we put in that physical exertion. So can I take this stuff? I can. Did I open those? I should have opened those. I did not. Alright. Carry on. What's the name for something that's been parasited? Hosts. They're hosts. And they've got host in their name. I already knew that they're hosts. I thought they were hosts because they were, you know, hosting visitors, but they're not. They're hosts to parasites. Alright. Well, now that we've cleared that amusing little double entendre up, I suppose we can move on to finding out what Helen was up to, or whatever her real name is. I hope she was getting stuck on geometry just like I am. She's probably too good for that. Stuff down here. Oh, I found a stuff. Yeah, give me that. Man, you would think that somebody at Rizzo's would be concerned about the scores of dead people at their friggin' orchard. Is it funny? Is that it? I suppose there weren't actually scores of dead people here until I arrived. Parasite jelly. That's good. That's what we like to see. Alright, so that's the RR and DD labs, which means we need to not go there until we've been all the other places. So, gimme. Immunosol. Have I seen that before? I probably have. So we'll head over to this little dock where I think we'll find...
Lab too. We're close to finding something. I can feel it.
Just Orchard's worker. Also parasitized. So I guess they don't become hosts until the parasite is all the way in control of them? And obviously... Augmented toughening. Armor rating 5. Nice. Haha, are those Halcyon Helen and Typhon Tim I spy, crouching in the dark like terrified sprats? A fine job you two did on my ship. Most of my crew was torn to bits by the rampaging beasts. I have found you to pay you back with interest. I say we shall defer that payment, shouted Typhon Tim, and his hand flew to his holstered automag. Ere his fingers even touched the weapon's grip, he was struck 15 times in the face by a hail of bullets from Mercer's weapons, at which point he promptly expired. Helen, cool as usual in the face of death, hefted her bottle of nearly 100% meal grub-free purpleberry liqueur, gross, and hurled it toward the villain. Her aim was true as ever, and the projectile struck Mercer in the forehead, knocking him out so soundly he could not even utter a curse. Fine aim, ma'am, said a woman close by once the other patrons' cheers subsided, though I must say I'm sorry for your friend. As was I at first, but when I witnessed what lay in the wake of the bullets. Look. But then I witnessed. And as she gestured at what was left of Typhon Tim's head, something small and black began to wriggle amongst the gore. Gross. Oh. Stun baton hyper. Hyper must be above ultra.
You got that?
But how do ultra and hyper compare to 2 and 3? Are they the same? Is it just different brands designating the same distinction? I think probably. It's been a while since I found a workbench. Alright. We are now all out of time for episode 38. Come back and see me again in episode 39, and we will fight our way through this lab to what I hope is the source of the parasites that are making everyone smile too much. And other things. Talk to you soon.